Football fans, brace yourselves. This was one of those nail-biting matches that will have everyone talking until the next showdown. When Liverpool hosted Arsenal at Anfield, it wasn't just a contest of points. It was a battle of will, wit, and unexpected twists that remind us why we love the game. But here's where it gets controversial. One spectacular moment tipped the scales, and it's bound to spark heated debate. Dominik Szoboszlai, already making waves since joining Liverpool, stole the spotlight with a breathtaking free kick from well over 30 yards out, rocketing the ball straight into the top corner past a stunned David Raya. It's the sort of goal that transforms a tightly fought contest, leaving Arsenal to suffer a narrow 1-0 defeat. While it's still early in the season and certainly too soon to call it a title decider, both teams had won their opening matches, turning this clash into an early barometer for the months ahead. The match itself was a tactical wrestle, with both sides struggling to break the deadlock until Szoboszlai's bolt from the blue in the dying minutes. For Arsenal, last season's familiar injury woes resurfaced immediately, as key defender William Saliba was forced off almost as soon as the match had begun. His replacement, Christian Mosquera, a summer arrival from Valencia, had little time to settle into the high-octane environment of Anfield. Liverpool, not without their own fitness jitties as Ibrahima Konate exited the game, ultimately walked away with all 3 points, surely the happier of the two camps. Let's dig into Szoboszlai's moment of brilliance. This was not just a result of technical skill. It was a testament to his growing importance for Liverpool. While fans are used to seeing specialist attackers crafting chances, Szoboszlai's ability to win the free kick himself and then execute it perfectly from an improbable distance stunned everyone inside the stadium. It's worth noting that when Szoboszlai joined Liverpool from RB Leipzig in 2023, his set-piece ability was highlighted as a key asset. Despite originally being touted as an attacking midfielder and even a potential stand-in for Mo Salah, Szoboszlai has proven himself as a versatile, all-purpose team player, even excelling in roles such as right back, a move not many foresaw. Think about it. How many players adapt so seamlessly to whatever is asked of them, and then deliver when it matters most? Here's the part most people miss. Szoboszlai not only neutralized Arsenal's Gabriel Martinelli on the right, but contributed to Liverpool's build-up play with passes a seasoned right-back would envy. Talk about value for money and tactical flexibility. From Arsenal's side, you can imagine how gutted Mikel Arteta must have felt. Szoboszlai's late winner seemed to arrive just as Arsenal were about to flex their attacking muscle. Arteta had set out with a clear plan: hold firm, then unleash creative flair as legs tired. After Liverpool had a goal ruled out on the hour mark, Arteta's substitutions hinted at a push for victory. But with time running out, Arsenal's creative spark hadn't properly ignited before the Hungarian delivered his decisive blow. Once again, just like last season, Arsenal must now play catch-up, a narrative their fans know all too well. Does this hinge on smart squad rotation, or is it simply bad luck with injuries? That's a debate worth having. The injury bug continues to roll through Arsenal's squad. The sight of Saliba limping off early will worry even the most optimistic Gunners supporters. While Martin Odegaard was able to rejoin the matchday squad after a brief layoff, Saliba's setback adds his name to an already lengthy absentee list. That's exactly why Arteta has moved aggressively in the transfer market. Mosquera, his £13 million summer signing and a right-sided centre-back by trade, was thrown right into the fire. Although visibly nervous on the ball at times, the 21-year-old handled Liverpool's aerial threats with resilience and was rarely caught out of position thanks to Arsenal maintaining a compact shape. Still, when a moment of genius decides the game, can you really fault the defender? Or does it point to something deeper in Arsenal's structure? Let's talk about an interesting subplot: Noni Madueke's running battle with Liverpool fullback Milos Kerkez. With pads through the middle tightly patrolled, Arsenal repeatedly looked to exploit the wings, targeting Kerkez much as Bournemouth had done in Liverpool's action-packed opening win. Madueke, aiming to prove himself as a worthy alternative to the ever-reliable Bukayo Saka, led the way in progressive carries for Arsenal and constantly tested Kerkez's composure. However, Kerkez answered time and again, blocking shots and crosses even when Madueke managed to slip by. Still, it begs the question, should Liverpool utilize Kerkez more aggressively going forward, just as he did at his previous club Bournemouth? Fans are already debating this point. Switching focus to Arsenal's set pieces, there was an eyebrow-raising tactical shift. With Saka out and several usual corner takers on the bench, Declan Rice took over. Strikingly, 6 of Arsenal's first 7 corners swung away from goal, a complete turnaround from last season's preference for in-swingers. However, the new approach failed to trouble Liverpool, thanks in part to the dominance of Konate in defense. Even ESPN pundits were surprised at how effectively Liverpool repelled Arsenal's superior height. Now, as Konate leaves with a potential injury, Liverpool may be scrambling to finalize a deal for Mark Guehi before the window closes. Another story to watch. After the match, Liverpool boss Arne Slot commented on Konate, suggesting it was likely just cramp, but he also shared a cautionary tale. Sometimes cramps hide more serious issues, as with Jeremy Frimpong's recent unexpected layoff. Regarding young Wirtz's struggles, Slot chalked it up to the harsh realities of adapting to the Premier League's intensity. Will Liverpool's depth hold up as they contend on multiple fronts? On the other side, Arteta made no attempt to downplay his concern about Saliba's injury. Forced off after hurting his ankle in the warm-up, Saliba's absence looms large in a defense already hit by injuries. Arteta candidly admitted something deeper might be wrong. So where do both teams go from here? Liverpool heads to Burnley for their next Premier League clash on Sunday, September 14th, while Arsenal will try to reset against Nottingham Forest at home a day earlier. Both matches could be pivotal, not just for points, but for setting the tone after such a closely fought affair. Now it's your turn. Was Szoboszlai's goal down to individual brilliance, or did Arsenal's defensive shape contribute to their fate? Should Kerkez be unleashed further upfield for Liverpool? And did Arteta get his tactical timing right? Or is the injury curse too much for any coach to?